To be or not to be isn't a question. English Final by Cameron Montgomery. The soliloquy I chose was Act 3, Scene 1, where Hamlet quotes his famous line. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrage fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by sleep to say we end. The heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to, 'tis a consumption devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep perhence to dream. Ah, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorn of time? Thou opposes wrong, the proud man's continuum, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the surprise. So Hamlet is just explaining on his situation at this point. Either if he should carry on and pick up his cross and see where it takes him, or to just give up and just die so he would not have to worry about his problems. He even goes as far as to comparing death to sleep. Sleep is a state of mind where one is and could be at peace with himself and be at rest. Hamlet, to me, was always a crafty and determined person who stuck out to me. Even though he is the main character who has the whole play named after him, but from this passage I can really relate to him. He shows through his soliloquy how he can really be on another level and compared to all the other characters. My first thoughts when I saw him was going to be a person who was just spoiled and would just be a pushover, like any other person who had a lot of power. I was very mistaken. He is not only a person who cannot get pushed over, but a person who is, well, a savage. He did not only tank through the loss of his father, he was able to find out the killer, escape death twice, and was able to avenge his father's death in under a year. A normal person would have already been broken by their father's death, not to mention if it was someone in modern times. He went on and found a good way to expose the person he is accusing without having repercussions. Since people thought that he is crazy and that the loss of his father could only be solved by someone else to blame, and from that, he could just keep blaming Claudius until people really realized that it could actually be him. The only downside of doing this is how the people around him would react. How would they view Hamlet? There's only two ways one can view him at this point. One point of view is where the people can take pity on him and would be, again, the cause of his father's death. Or two, he is a threat and needs to be taken care of quick, which is what they did to Ophelia and how Claudius tried to exploit that on him. But from the eyes of the people, he is mostly loved since he is the son of the king who was loved and was the doing of Claudius, which made at least only 5 people hate him. One being Laertes, who killed Hamlet at the end, the other 2 being Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, who are just doing their job, which is being loyal to the royal family. And the last person being Claudius, who has a real motive without being lied or paid to do what he wants Hamlet to be killed for. So again, not much people hate Hamlet in the play. He even convinced his own mother and showed the wrongs she was doing. In conclusion, Hamlet is all around an intelligent person. He is one from being sneaky to more cunning than a snake. He is intelligent in all areas, being linguistic, logically, and essentially smart. He could use each one and manipulate and take advantage of both people and situations. After seeing the life and death of Hamlet, and seeing how his death changed those around him, we can clearly see that to be or not to be is not a question, but solely a statement.